Damn it. Can't sneeze. It's like Tesla's at least positive a little bit. I don't know. It's jumping around. Net's up there. I guess up there is geez, global watch list. REMX in pullback mode. Tesla, one of the few on our list positive today. Definitely different than the market. Hey, what's up, Ellie? More sell off. Nasdaq hit all time high yesterday and today, so I would probably amend that statement a little bit. My list is red. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. MJ's on the upswing. But you gotta follow the indexes though, Ellie. That's kind of one of the thing. That's you gotta kind of follow the indexes. Can't be mad at your list every day. I guess if they're dropping considerably. ACB leading the charge. MJs are getting a little bit of a pop. Oh, not bad. Look at this low volume decline. Maybe starting to get going a little bit. You still have any Tilray, or did you bow out of that one? It's not too bad. ZTO, mm, down a little bit. Too much in Tilray? Gotcha. Well, it's starting to have a good day today, so hopefully that trend continues. You've been, yeah, consolidating. Is that January, February? That's February. Consolidating that big pop since February. Hopefully we're done. Okay, kind of hope you were done here. Oh, You still got it. You'll be okay. Probably. Looks like. All right, let me check. Far from looking like anything. It's got a higher low. Hoping for a pull up. I don't think it's that horrible. I mean, it's leading on the day today, so that's not a bad thing. It always starts with that, noticing it's on the leader list a few times, and then it starts to get going. That's kind of how it works. You you are a pessimistic individual, aren't you? It's barely under the EMAs. There's a difference. Look, all your EMAs are in the same area. That's really good. That's a good thing. EMAs converging, and then boom, starting to go. So I don't think it's in a bad spot at all. I think it's in an interesting spot. Hey, what's up, Blay? I mean, I don't know if it rip roars today, but today could be the start. Could pop up, go sideways for 7 months, then pop up a little bit, go sideways for 3 years. Before you know it, you're at 23 and living the good life. No, it's not too bad. Like, damn, what happened to so happened to Happy Ellie, and then we wake up to this. Did someone pee in your Cheerios this morning? Bless, stop peeing in his Cheerios. I told you. No more peeing in Cheerios. It's actually double bottom base is what it is. Oh yeah. And it's gonna be pretty deep though for a double bottom base. Oh no, it's fine. If it's a double bottom base, if that's the bottom, then anyway, Tilray's leading us today. Let's see what else is up here. MJ, ZTO, Snow's up a little bit. MasterCard, Microsoft. Okay, apparently I don't have anything highlighted on here anymore. Tilray, ACB. What's ACB look like? Not as good as Tilray. Tilray, I think, looks good. Okay, now that's got a same thing on it. ACB or Tilray, same thing on it. Okay, okay. I can get behind that. Geez, look at Doyu. Lots, tons of red volume. Stay away from that for right now. Is that the one that China's trying to do crazy? Weather in San Francisco is gray for the last 2 weeks. That's shorter than usual, though, right? Isn't it usually gray for 3 months at a time? I think you're good to go. All right, where's my stuff? Snow. A couple things had really good updates yesterday. Disney actually had a great update yesterday. Didn't notice it till after hours, but beautiful, beautiful. Support of the 200 and just blew through all the shorter term moving averages. Good stuff. Geez, Baidu and Okta. I clicked down 5 times and the whole time it's just Baidu and Okta. I didn't get any new names. Weibo, CRWD. All right, MasterCard is attempting a breakout. Not very successfully, though. How about our buddy Starbucks? Can't stop, won't stop. It has a new high. And I can't say volume is massive, but it's going. If you've been waiting for Starbucks, it's breaking out if you don't have it already. Trade Desk looking really flaggy. MasterCard, not bad. And Microsoft 0.44. That's Quite a bit for Microsoft, 0.44. Spotify undercutting all kinds of stuff. Not that interesting. Could try to turn up, but geez. Why'd Biogen have that freaking crazy ass day from, what was that about again? I forget. 6, 7? I doubt that'll be on here. Yeah, it's not. Look at those crazy ass spike ups and then just gets hit on the chin. That's nuts. All right, so and I'll pop it around here somewhere. Hey, what's up, JJ? 5.4 inflation. This selling is mild. What are you talking about? A little more context. Inflation in today's sell-off doesn't necessarily go together. All right, Apple consolidating. Interestingly, up here, a little bit elevated volume. Although yesterday accumulation got a little bit higher, so not too bad for the apples. There's Amazon poking its head in the green just a tiny bit, and then we get into the reds. So things are getting a little bit green. Let's see what's dropping like a stone today. ACMR. And space. Space. The very mild, currently known frontier. These are the voyages of a Boeing 727, costing 50 times the price. We will boldly charge a wallet where no one has charged before. AMC breaking down for that flag. Dead cat bounce day. Rolling over, it seems. Roblox having a 3.45% down day. Okay. Going low volume on us here. That's good. Well, selling pressure. Looks like Tesla reversing. All right, we shall see. We need a Lord of the Rings meme says you shall not pass with 700 over Tesla. Get on that stat. You shall not pass. 694.74 as the high on the overnight. All right, Nasdaq down 0.05. Not the biggest drop in history, but fortunately just hanging out. All right, ACB and Tilray. Boom. Tilray up a little bit further. Both of these have double bottom bases. That's not too bad. What's MJ got? MJ undercut its double bottom base. So that is not a double bottom base for MJ. I don't think has the same formation, but I don't think the right low should undercut the prior uptrend. Just doesn't seem sensical. So MJ's leading the charge today. Hexo, CGC, and for some reason EDU's in here. SNDL was just leading. ACB took its spot. If you're looking at early, this ain't looking bad. ACB and Tilray not in a bad spot. Could be starting the bottom of this whole deal. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? ZYXI. INMD, continuing with that monster move yesterday. Compared to what the rest of the market's doing, that's not doing bad. How's my buddy YY doing? Not good. Not good. Geez, things pointing straight down. There's pretty long-term support down here around 40 though, which is we're at 58. That's a big ass getting down there. There's Very Fine Foods. Not doing much. NMD. Snow. Still hanging around. Snow had a good pop day 2 days ago. Really good volume too. Clearly a pocket pivot. Snow could be back on the upswing. Pretty boring day today. Fairly uneventful. Apple 0.85, that's looking better. Volume's pretty low today. Just closed the opening candle. I guess we're about normal. Probably an average volume for an opening. Yeah, maybe not. Still a little bit lower. We'll see if it wants to go higher or not. Microsoft trying to catch up. Volume also looks a little bit low for an opening volume candle. We'll see how much upside we get. Maybe it's a late bloomer today. Never know. They're both creeping on 1% pretty fast, though. Both trying to get up there, and that's pulling the NASDAQ to a 0.1 positive. It was basically a 0.1 negative not too long ago. Booking.com. Leader Visa. Buddy Roku. Brother Roku. Not bad. Net. Let's take a look at Net. Not looking bad. Yesterday kind of sold off, tried to go into highs early, but hopefully we can hold this sideways for a bit. Not the worst action in the world, but not the most bullish either. Weekly charts aren't doing a lot of favors. I was looking for like a 3 weeks tight or something. That's not happening. Support of the 20 days about all we got. So if that breaks support, that'll probably and we'll see how it breaks support. I've got Net going a little bit higher. This is a phenomenal business. Look at accumulation distribution. So you pop up here, put a high in accumulation distribution, has a really small pullback, and just right back at it. And then even through this big base, accumulation distribution just kept chugging higher the whole time. So I think this is under broader accumulation. If you got, Net is Cloudflare, like half the web runs on Cloudflare. Really good business. Apple. Oh yeah, there we go. Like I said, volume's a little bit low. We'll see if it sustains, but I'm not kicking it out of bed for eating crackers. At least we're not pulling back in yet. We'll see what happens. With the volume being a little bit low, I'm not really looking for a blowout day today. We'll just take a positive day would be positive. So we'll see how it goes. It's already been in a pretty big uptrend. And then you kind of have increased volume since this day. And that's right when is that the breakout line? Okay, that's the resistance line. Your breakout line's a little bit higher. So you do have some higher volume up here. Ideally it stays higher. Maybe we get more consistent volume throughout the day today. I don't know. But if we could clear like the 147 probably, get a little bit above that 146.32. That'd be a good vote of confidence for leaving this little choppy area behind us. Nothing bad, but I don't, these things can reverse. Yeah, hopefully we're just like this, then we can pop up a little bit more. That would be really nice, but we're just starting a breakout. A little choppy, continues to go and sells off for a few days. May have to hold through a wicked little sell off or two to see some of these higher prices, but today not so bad. Just the volume's low today. And Amazon's decided to join us in the positivity territory. All right, so our big leaders are reluctantly coming along. Apple hit 1%. All right, some of the MJs sold off a bit. That's not too bad though either. Tilray leading the day today. Wait, I clicked on EDU. Look at the opening candle on Tilray. That is obviously some buying pressure. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Today may end up being a pocket pivot. Definitely has that potential. I don't think that's too bad. Nike? That was doing good stuff, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the massive gap and go. Yeah. Jeez, they bought the crap out of Nike. Straight up off the bottom. Not quite. Losing a little bit of steam, but it's still great. Absolutely phenomenal. I guess the question when you're looking at these is, do you have a position or are you looking at entries? Because position-wise, I think you're fine. Entry-wise, you have to wait for something. All right, Apple, Microsoft poking at 1% now. Amazon's like, wait for me. Wait for me, guys. I'm catching up. I'm just a little fatter than you, so I gotta run a little harder. That's funny. I think it's funny that Apple and Microsoft are right next to each other on my list too. It's always funny when that happens. Looks like Tesla's in the red at the moment. Atlassian. Okay, net. Net was in the red already. Tesla 0.7. It's definitely over. It's down 0.7%. REMX down 1.37. Not doing too bad considering the type of action we've had on this in the past week or so. So far, volume not light today. So we'll see what it leads to. What else? That's kind of your opening 15 minutes. Fake out to the downside at the open, and then Nasdaq up now 0.2. I don't think you're mad at the Nasdaq. Lemonade down 3%. Lemonade was putting together some good sequences of candles on the upswing over here. Looks like we stalled out a little bit. Maybe a small head and shoulders forming. We'll see if it plays out or not. I don't think so. Market appears to be in a healthy place. Boeing's down 3% today. I guess they got one of the biggest orders they've ever had. It's like $200 billion order or something like that from Boeing cut 787 Dreamliner delivery after finding new problem. Jeez. Okay, well that's going to cause a problem. That's why they're down today. All right, forget Boeing for a while. Which we already were forgetting about Boeing. So ACMR. Woo, look at that. Wonder what that candle is. 250-day support, but then you get this today. I don't know. LAC with a great day yesterday. Heavy volume all day, just a blockbuster. They ended up partnering or buying out or buying part of another mineral company. Yeah, Arena Minerals. So good stuff there. What PLL do on that? Not much. Maybe that volume was due to it, maybe it wasn't. Roblox, Lemonade. 3D Systems down 2% today. Coming down fairly substantially. All the way back down from that news pump. 50-day moving averages right here. That could be interesting if there's some longer term 3D fans here. Broke the trend line though. Volume wasn't average, but 3D is tricky, man. 3D is a tricky one. All right. Apple 1.3 taking a lead from the other mega caps. That's a green candle on the 15-minute. That's equaling, with 4 minutes left, that's almost equal the opening candle. Not a bad sequence. Not a bad sequence at all. Let's see if we hold up here. We're above, so let's see if we hold. Somehow doubt it, but you never know. All right. Microsoft, equally big candle. Equally kind of minor volume, but good candle. Jeez. Jeez, Microsoft. All right, so I have a Microsoft option. That's why my Microsoft position was small, because it was a short-term option. That's why it was so small. I didn't realize that. So that expires this Friday. I've never let an option expire, and I don't have the cash anymore to exercise it. Not that I would, but I wonder what I should do with that. Let's let it go for a minute. 280. We're really close to that high. That's a good gain. I think this is getting to exceeding my target. And where are you? Oh, I think it was looking at Stock Shed. And my target's like 281 or something, 279, 281, something like that. So we're already there. 2.7 for the NASDAQ. Yeah, 275 is one of my targets, and then 281 was another. So we're knocking on 281. Yeah, I'll close it out today. 3 days left. I could just close it in case it gets hit. Like, that's a pretty good one. Really small position, too. Give it a tiny bit of, give it some space here. All right, let's go back to Tesla. See what kind of situation it's gotten itself into here. What'd you do, Tesla? What did you do? I told you not to go doing that, and then you go and do it, and now look what happens. Jeez. Jeez. Why do I have ZTO highlighted? Must have been a mistake. And I'll take MJ off a highlight as well. All right, KGKG. And I almost want to remove KGKG. 0.4 for the NASDAQ. Jeez. What the hell's going on there? I was not expecting a 0.4 day on the NASDAQ the way that kind of we've been a little bit lately, but we're breaking that really small consolidation. We do have a little bit of ways to go to the top Bollinger Band line. We've been riding this top Bollinger Band almost exactly. So we have some more upside. Apple 1.4 almost. N? What's N, blah? I looked at Nike. Is that what you meant? Oh, that's NetSuite? Jeez, what kind of garbage is that? QS not doing bad today? Oh, it was a typo. Gotcha. QS? More typos, blah? QS does not look very good. Oh, the TQs. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. I bet. Yeah. These are just killing it right now. The Qs. Gotcha. I just know QS was the symbol, so. Yeah, the triple Qs have been killing it on this leg, dude. From this low, it's up, not that we're 50% for crying out loud. That's crazy right there. And that, I was thinking about the other day. You may be able to do that, Blair. Qs are a little bit of a longer term thing, I think. Um, but yeah, dude, nothing wrong with doing that. If you can't outperform the Qs, the TQs, then just buy the TQs. Which I'm half-ass thinking for my main account because Tesla's stalling its ass off right now. But if Tesla wasn't stalling, we'd be in a good spot. But the TQs are nuts. The TQs are bonkers. And I was thinking about this the other day. I think a lot about retirement funds, and we talked about the target date funds. I think it was yesterday, and how they just really try to screw people over and don't really care about people. And then I think about the TQs, and I'm like, man, these things are just amazing, absolutely amazing. And you do the math on it. You go back, you look at the TQs. Um, you know, you look at what they do, and it does what it's supposed to do. Three times the Nasdaq, which is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. But it was basically along the lines of that. Um, I mean, the TQs over the course of 10 years can give you like a 20x gain, which you're not going to get with almost any individual stock. I don't even know if we think Tesla's going to do these big numbers. JJ's spreadsheet's got 15,000 non-inflation adjusted, 25,000 inflation adjusted. I mean, is that feasible? I hope so. I mean, I got positions for that thesis, but you never know. But for the whole entire Nasdaq to go up, that's a lot more reasonable. That's much more reasonable. So anyway, I mean, nothing wrong with TQs. Looks like Apple's selling off a little bit. Microsoft's still going up. Microsoft launching here. Blah, you got a bunch of tiny names, bud. What you doing there, buddy? What are those? Oh, geez, look at that volume. So, VRPX. No, thank you. Are these positions you got, bud? Jeez. I think we looked at. Didn't you have us look at this one? Nice accumulation. These are super. You know what these look like? These look like lottery ticket plays to me. So sometimes when you look at something, you're seeing potential, you're seeing volume, which, I mean, volume is always a great thing. I'm not going to be mad at looking at a stock with a bunch of volume. But some of these, you kind of have to just set it and forget it. And you can't, you have to make him a smaller part of your portfolio if that's something you want. But I've had so many trades like this in my early days, it just fizzled to literally nothing. Probably the only one that actually did anything. I had INTG. No, that's a different one. ISRG. No, it's Intuitive Surgical. Integral. ITKG. There we go. I had ITKG back in the day. This is 2006. This is one that was pumping like mad. Um, you know, yeah. So, I don't specialize in that because it's never worked for me in the past. There's a guy named Jesse Stein. He wrote a book called Super Stocks. If you want something like that, Blake, go buy that book. It's a very good book. You can probably Google it and get the PDF. Um, he has something on these small stocks, and but I mean, you look at I tried something like this on my own ITKG back in the day. It got a little bit of money, but most of it evaporated away. It was up as high as $4, and now it's 0.013. So it's not in a very not in a very healthy spot. Um, Plug was actually one that I was invested in back in the day too. That was 2013. And it wasn't during that run. It was over here. Probably during that 2013 run, and I would have had to hold it for, you know, 7 years before I would have made anything with it, and I would have made fantastic money with it. But for every one of these that pumps, there's going to be 100 of these that just don't do anything. And then you look at, I don't know what those names do. The reason that I get in the big ones is because they move predictably. That's the whole reason. I did a Q&A session with the master class that I did in my interviews in the Spaceman posted them in the chat room, and one of the comments in there was an anti-technical analysis comment, which I get from time to time. Most of my audience
Hey everyone, this
understands
is John from Simpler Trading.
technical analysis is a legit thing. But this guy said, utter crap, cup and handle. If you look at any chart, you can read whatever pattern you believe is there. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. And, sometimes with these names, this is putting together 24% day today too. Sometimes in these names, I mean, that's literally what it is, because there's not enough information. There's not enough support by institutions to really, really give you tremendous moves. But, if you have something, I would say most of these are unlikely to give you big runs that you will sell profitably, because there's two things that has to happen. Number one, you have to notice it before the move. Number two, you have to make, be in a paper profit. Number three, you have to get out with profit. So the question on a lot of these is how much am I going to get out, and where am I going to get out? And that's where, even if you get the first two parts right, you still have to have rules and strategies to get out with a profit. If you're going to put a bet on 20 of these and 3 of them are going to move, you have to pay for those other 17 losers. Versus if you get into the more established businesses, the ones that have good chart patterns, that are leading and stuff like that, I mean, you definitely have more cause for it to move. And it's going to be more sustainable. It's going to be in a better trend and all that jazz. So, I mean, you really have to, if you're going to play in those little names like that could potentially go up a couple 100%, you just really, really, really have to know what you're doing and develop a strategy around it. And that Jesse Stein Superstock is probably the most solid thing I've ever seen in that regard. So I would, at least if I were you, and if that's something you're interested in, I would focus on that book, and I would focus on doing that. Yeah, so pretty good stuff there from Jesse Stein. But that first name is doing pretty good. Zila. That name is pumping today. That's in all-time highs. I don't know much about what it does. It's loosely a super stock. Now the volume is good. He would look for a broader consolidation. I don't know if this much volume would qualify for him. He would look for this kind of volume and then a broader consolidation and then a breakout is what he would look at. Which is, I mean, loosely what we do every day here as well, usually just with bigger cap names. Looks like it hasn't been around that long, 2017. Now, see, there's interesting volume. See there on the weekly here, it goes from low to high right there as it goes flat. So that would be your buy at about 241. And this one does go on for a 1 day pump up to 8. You just have to be very, very aggressive and comfortable with these. Now you have additional volume stepping in. So you would either be trying to day trade this or you'd be waiting for that broader setup to take shape. That larger basing structure. All right. Tilray 5%. My Alibaba trying to get off lows. Saw Upwork somewhere. There it is. Upwork looks nice. Talk about a cup and handle. Also a double bottom base, which it's already broke out of actually. Oh, here's the first paper? Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to see what kind of base they called Upwork. 'Cause they could consider a double bottom. And it's in the IBD 50, I think. Where's my list? No, it's in a different. I saw it somewhere. Oh, yeah, Overstock's on their list. I need to go through this list. Oh, come on. I thought I saw Upwork on here. Oh, I may have seen it, but it may have been past the breakout point. So let me just look. I'll mute the mic as a paper. Actually, paper's rustling. Let me know if you guys hear it. Every day I'm rustling. I have to say, I really like the actual paper. They used to do this every day, 5 days a week. It was amazing. And then people stopped using paper for reading purposes. Nvidia leads ETF near buy point. It's pretty good. Although that headline is horribly worded. All right, come on. Well, I guess it just starts in the second session. Second section. I don't see it. I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Cup with handle offers new entry at 61.31. So they're calling this a cup and handle instead of a double bottom. Like, I really wonder. I mean, it looks like a cup and looks like a double bottom with a handle is what it looks like to me. They're calling it a cup and handle though. So, yeah, it does have a potential breakout on the table. I don't really have any funds left, but let's work up a trade on it. I'll get it. Upwork, work up a trade. I like it. So 61.81. Let's call it 62 times 20% is 74. That'll be our target. Wow, they don't have a lot of strike prices here, do they? Not very good either. 94 days on, only looking at 109%. That's not ideal. All right. Let's look at some of the ones I had on my watch list at some point. CDNA. Actually, it still looks pretty good. Put this on her a while ago, though. I'll go ahead and remove that. Let's take a look at CRM. $813, $255. That wouldn't have worked out. Get rid of that one. Crocs. I did have Crocs for a bit. Don't have it anymore. We had a 150 target for Crocs. It just hasn't really done anything. That's not going to work out. Cyber. Okay, so this is Cyber is 184 target. Double bottom base. That's a breakout from there. Okay. The heck was that? Big banging over here. Cyber not too bad actually. Has a little cup and handle, very small one forming here just before this breakout. What's this trade about? 178%. It's probably, yeah, but see that's going all the way up to the breakout point. It may consolidate there, it may not. 121. So now looking at the 135. 170 to 162. Okay. Actually, the breakout's up here at 155. So get rid of that, and we'll add this one, which is 191%, which is only at the 150. That's even before the breakout point. I mean, if you're going to get froggy, you may as well get froggy. Try to get a little more percentage, but could evaporate a little more. All right. Next up is DocuSign. Sorry to spaced out for a minute. Gotta get going a little early today. I gotta get early every day but Friday. Target of 343. Hasn't even gotten there yet. Not even close. 492% to 730. That obviously never happened. All right, EXPI. EXPI was looking good yesterday. Microsoft's 134. Not bad. EXPI. Unfortunately, a lot of red pocket pivots right there. Look at a 121. target of 70. That's not working out yet. We'll keep it up there though. F sell. Definitely took it on the chin. This was a losing trade for me. I did take this one. Target on F sell was 30. That never, they just rolled right over. That was a bad trade. There's no setup on that one. It's just a pop. I got to stop doing that. Fiverr. Excuse me. Apple 162 right now. And Amazon up at 1%. So, bam, there you go. All right, Fiverr not doing too bad. Broke out of a small consolidation. It's in the middle of another small consolidation. This one with a 330 potential. I mean, doing good overall. Accumulations already all the way back up to the highs over here. NASDAQ 0.47 holding strong. It's going to be with Apple and Microsoft and Amazon climbing this ladder. Climb, 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 baby. What do we win? If and when Tesla's going to get going. Seems to play counter right now. It's opposite the others. They're trying to balance out their buying or something. I don't know. But yeah, they're getting those behemoths. I don't see Nvidia up here. Nvidia's down, so there's the balance. They're not doing anything with Nvidia while they're grabbing these other ones. Nvidia is great though on any pullback. I don't know. I think this move continues. Although we do have that 4-to-1 stock split, and that's coming up in a week. So that could create a problem for Nvidia, which maybe could put additional buying pressure into these mega caps. So keep that in mind. All right. Google. I did have a trade plan for Google, and it's for 133%. That one looks like it's working out. Just putting their money in safety. These mega caps are safe. They make all the money in the markets these days. 2660, the price target, on our way. Not by that date though. Oh, maybe. What I have 2660 by July 30th. I think it's along this trend line here, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think this is still going okay. So no major. Look at the support of the 50-day. Really strong, especially last a couple touches of it. Holding beautifully. Yeah, good job on Google. Gonna get rid of it though. That trade's gone. Next up is Lulu. Oh yeah, did Lulu do anything? A little bit. $446 target by the end of the year. And I already broke out, so I can't imagine 145%, and we don't have that much anymore. We've got 122, so we've already moved up maybe about 10%. Nothing too crazy on Lulu. Had MC. I don't even remember doing this one. Woo, pretty. All right, so there's with a target of 72. Ellie, I'm gonna chat you a potential quick upgrade to stock shed. I won't be able to do it in any reasonable amount of time. when I add the target price to the watch list table. Should be hopefully just a one line edit. Yeah, so MC not too bad. I have this. Yeah, it's 200% by March. That would obviously probably go up a little bit. This hasn't done anything. Yeah, it's up at, it still says 208. Wow. 312, one strike price before it. That's bonkers. If this thing ever starts to move. All right, let's get rid of that other one. Let's keep that one. Microsoft. 401k rant video. I don't know what channel I'd put it on, to be honest with you. I should put it on Real Crypto so it gets more views. Damn, NASDAQ 0.54%. These big ones aren't backing away. I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research before I do that. But yeah, I need to do that. I need to put out a lot more public content. Yeah, I'll probably do it on Real Stocks. I don't know. This channel seems to be just for viable retirement holding. I think for Bitcoin it is, probably Ethereum too. But that's about it. I wouldn't put anything else in. If you want to hodl, 5-10%, some people more than that of BTC, like Ted is all BTC in his retirement because he's old. He thinks it's the way he's going to launch up, and he's probably right about that. Well, unless he buys Tesla, but I don't think he's buying Tesla. I think Tesla could get him there too, but I think he's biased against that in some fashion. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely Bitcoin. I don't know about the other ones though. All right, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. Wow, killing it here. Net's joining the fun. Cyber. Tesla's still down. Wow, 1.3. Jeez. I don't like that. Not good action today. And volume isn't necessarily low either. So just churning. I don't like the churn. Can honestly say I don't like the churn. So REMX, I wonder if that's no, it's not in cycle. It's been running the whole time. All right, Tilray's backed off a little bit. Some of the Chinese names are coming back. CellH. CellH looks pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost a fully fledged cup and handle base on base pattern. Almost on CellH. Getting really close. That's looking nice. You got Apple poking its way up here. So Apple moving into highs. So far, good expansion day. Volume's not bad. Microsoft 1.5. Killing it. Amazon also into highs. Net's up 1%. Not doing as good as the megas, but it's doing fine. Buddy, Peloton. Peloton with trendline support. Also, looks like a 20 period moving average support. So 20 is your line on Peloton. And not sure if they're going to be able to contain Netflix, but we'll see. May happen on earnings. All right, looks like Mega Cap's taking a breather. At least Apple is. Microsoft just went over Apple. Well, it does look like and Amazon 1.23 catching up. It slowed down for the fat kid. Although technically Apple's the fat kid. That's the biggest one. But that one's been leading pretty much all day. Atlassian, Trade Desk is right here too. Trade Desk is like, wait for me, wait for me. I just picture a bunch of kids running down the street. Wow, big double bottom base on Twitter. Will this thing actually have a breakout at some point in its life? I guess it loosely had one here. Small base on base pattern. Other than that, this thing has done frickin' almost nothing. We caught that run. Didn't catch this run because Twitter. This one looks a lot more viable. They finally grown-ups. I'm a big kid now. I wonder if they're big kids finally. All right, Apple holding the 1.5s. These megas are nice to watch this morning. They can't do this all day, so they're going to pause. Oh, 7:30. I got to bounce, guys. All right, I got to get out of here. Take my kid to his cool morning thing. It is school, which is awesome. They do this great summer program. It's fantastic. It's really good. Megas are rocking it. NASDAQ 0.61. Jeez. They are a big kid now. Doing really, really good right there. All right, Team, Trade Desk, Net. All doing good, guys. This is, at least if you're in these names, this is a healthy market. If you're in some of the other laggards, you know, it's a leaders versus laggards type of a system trading is. And these are your leaders. All-time high breakouts, horizontal setups, all of them. Net's a little different. Trade Desk a little different. Some of these are a little bit different, but most of these are doing good. Roku's looking like Trade Desk a little bit. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.